Alright, so welcome back to the channel. And today, can you imagine it's 40 degrees yesterday or this morning? No, it's like 70 degrees, but let me just open this up just a tad. So yesterday I showed you all us actually like getting soil out of our old raised beds and basically putting it into our containers because we actually got an idea of some things that we want to do. And those things are, we're planting in these, the things we wanted to overwinter, we're bringing them in the Hightunnel. We also wanted to put some sugar cane, some cassava in these pots. I just saw this. It's a nice sight to see. Some sugar cane is actually sprouting. So we got the water in. Not worried about irrigation now. I can water this whenever I want. I don't know if the cassava is going to make it, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Probably should have did that probably about a month ago or so to give them a little time to actually get in. But what we did was we took out a lot of the peppers. These are like Tabasco chili peppers, some bell peppers, banana peppers. We just wanted to kind of overwinter them. So we took an opportunity to get that old soil, that spent soil, and get it into these bigger pots. For one, while you're replacing your raised bed, you need somewhere to put that soil. So having these big containers is one of the best places where even if I wasn't putting anything in the actual pots, just using your containers as like a holding place for some of the better soil that you have on your property, instead of just letting it sit on the ground. So we've been actually, we got some here. I'm gonna show you some down here that we have. What we've been doing, we put some blueberries in these. All of this soil is old raised bed soil. It's soil that we've been using for the last 5-6 years. It's good soil. It's good soil. We've been using it. We've been amending it. If you're worried about amending the soil, here's a Barbados cherry that we put in. Now I have here, you saw us buy this at Chapel Farms, what, a week ago or so. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to take this, and this is going to be the next home. It's a little bit big. I could downsize it a little bit and maybe put it in a smaller pot, but I want to put it in this pot. So what I'll do is I'm just measuring it out, and that's kind of going to be perfect. And because we got the water line, I'm not worried about this pot being too big. Usually what happens, I'll show you a little tip, when they talk about up potting, and you wonder to yourself, why do they say you got to up pot in stages, like from a 1 gallon to a 3 gallon to a 5 to a 10? The only reason they say that is because water kind of leaches away from your root system. If you don't have an irrigation system, well, it's best to pot smaller, like up pot smaller. That way you won't have that much water leaching away. But when you actually got you a actual system, it doesn't matter, because you can always get water to this root system. You don't have to worry about the water leaching out into the rest of the pot. So by having that, if you look at it this way, there's no way to up pot a 1 gallon into the ground. What if I wanted to plant this in the ground? Like when I got this star fruit, there's no way to step this up into the ground, right? You just plant it into this large area of soil. So think if that was a container, it would be no way to up pot that. So you think of that when you plant your tree. You can plant a 1 gallon in a 100 gallon container. It's just, do you have the water to be able to water it without the water leaching out into the rest of that soil that doesn't have any roots in it yet? It doesn't need any nutrients. So the up potting process is just a way to save water, save nutrients, and all of that. But you can up pot to as big a container if you want, if you can get water to it. Like right here, we up potted this. You can see where the root system actually is. And I just got some water. As long as that water is close enough to this root system, it'll actually start coming out into the rest of this pot. No worries at all. No need to go up to like a 15 gallon or not. So that's it for today. I wanted to show y'all kind of the process of where we were, and that's where we are now. We're just adding this on. We're going to continue building these out, and probably by the end of the year, we'll probably have another 10 containers in here filled with soil, waiting for an idea of what we're going to do with them. Thank y'all for watching. See you on the next one.
Oh.